Hi everyone, my name is Kimia Mohseni and I'm a psychobio major and I'm planning to become a physician.
Hi everyone, my name is John Abdullah. I'm a biology major and I want to be a radiologist.
I'm Jenny Grimes. My major is pre-veterinarian and I hope to one day be a veterinarian.
I'm Tanin Rohani. My major is biology and I'm hoping to become a physician.
I'm Helia Aftakhari. My major is biology and I hope to be a doctor.
My name is Ava Balog. I'm majoring in biotechnology and I hope to become a veterinarian.
And my name is Rani Haj Hussein. My major is chemistry and I'm planning to do research.
My name is Mania Mohepi. I'm a bio major hoping to become a dermatologist.
Hi, my name is Ani Antaramian. I studied psychology and environmental science, and I hope to one day become a physician.
Hi, everyone. Our experiment is making soap through the cold process using the saponification reaction.
Let's talk about the long and dirty history of soap. It started with ancient Mesopotamians who used fatty acids from slaughtered animals boiled with water and lye. In Egypt, they used alkaline boiled with oils and fats. In Greece and Rome, they used tallow, ashes, and scented olive oils. In the US, they used fat from butchering, grease from cooking, and wood ashes or lye. It wasn't until 1916 where chemists used raw materials to synthesize into chemicals with similar properties due to the presence of World War I and II, which had caused shortage of animal and vegetable oils and fats.
So what is soap used for? The most prominent use for soap is just hand washing, but other than hand washing, you can also use it as a repellent for deer, rabbits, and bugs. They all hate the smell of it. Other than that, mice actually love the smell of soap, and they also like to eat it, so you can use it as mouse trap bait. Other than that, you can also use it for detecting gas leaks. You can just rub a bar of soap on top of a pipe, and then if it bubbles, then you have a leak.
What is soap made from? The three main ingredients are sodium hydroxide, coconut oil, and olive oil. Other oils such as sunflower oil and almond oil are also acceptable to use. Additives can be used for aroma and other purposes.
Let's get into structures. On the left side, we can see the structure of our starting material, which is glycerol triolate, and that is the major triglyceride in olive oil. And on the right side, we can see the structure of our products, which are glycerol and oleate ion.
Now, let's take a look at the mechanism. The hydroxide ion, which is this one, attacks the carbonyl carbon, which causes the bond between the carbon and the oxygen that is highlighted in pink to break. This reaction would occur 2 more times, which will result in 1 glycerol and 3 sodium oleate. And these are the 3D structure of the previous molecules.
Soap molecules are part hydrophilic and part hydrophobic. The hydrophilic head is polar, which is attracted to the water molecules, and the hydrophobic tail is nonpolar and is repelled by water molecules and attracted to other nonpolar molecules. When there is a nonpolar molecule on your hands that water cannot effectively take off on its own, the nonpolar tails attach to the molecule while the polar heads are attracted to the water. The soap forms a ring around the nonpolar molecule called a micelle that helps lift the molecule up and off of your hands. This then allows that dirt particle to become suspended in the water and subsequently wash down the drain.
So, welcome back to another episode of how to make the best soap to run, right? So, and the team, of course, we have everybody here. First we need 3 things, right? Coconut oil, that's what we prefer. Olive oil, and what's the third one? Lye. Lye, not like lying, but it's called LYE, which is sodium hydroxide solution, right? We have our very clean cup, and we're gonna tear it on the scale, right? Okay, now it's teared. I'm gonna measure 100 grams, of coconut oil. So let's put in. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take this coconut oil and put it in the microwave until it's colorless liquid, right? So we can add it to the olive oil. Awesome. As Mania's putting it into the microwave, we're gonna measure out our olive oil, right? So here we go. We tear it again, right? And we're gonna measure out 500 grams of olive oil. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All go here. All right. Probably guys can see it. Now you can. Okay. Cool. So that's our olive oil. Put it to the side. Let's put it to the side here. And now we're gonna make our lye water solution. Okay. So we're gonna measure 80 grams of sodium hydroxide. So what we have here is food grade sodium hydroxide beads. You can either buy the beads or the flakes. Just make sure wherever you buy from, it's pure sodium hydroxide and nothing else. Okay, that's 80 grams, right? We're gonna add only 200 milliliters of. Oh yes, we're gonna add only 200 milliliters of distilled water. Okay, here we go. We have a little less than 200 milliliters, right? And why am I? It says 200, but I'm gonna take 100 water milliliters and 100 ice, right? Because when you add water to sodium hydroxide, it tends to get very, very hot. So it's better to cool your reaction down by using ice, and it turns into water, so that's good. We're gonna pour in, mix, pour some more. Pour in, mix, and pour some more. Okay? Don't pour all of it together. All right? So let's do this. Right? You don't want your sodium hydroxide to be too hot, so we're gonna let it cool down for a bit. As it's cooling down, we're gonna mix the coconut oil with the olive oil. Right? Yes. And now we're gonna mix our sodium hydroxide with the olive oil / coconut oil, right? And you'll see as you're mixing it, it's gonna start to cloud up right away because that's the start of our saponification reaction, right? So let's see. Ooh, that's nice. Let's add it all in. Look the color change. It's not color yet. It is technically. It's going from transparent into opaque, right? And that's your reaction. As you're stirring it up, it might take a century for it to finish, and we don't get all day, you know, we've got stuff to do. So we go hardcore as always, right? Next level stuff. Now, what this does is just makes the mixing a lot faster. So hand blenders, man, are magic. Make sure you don't splash on yourself. And by the way, we're gonna keep mixing until we get around a thick, moderately thick solution. They call it medium trace, right? Light trace is too liquidy. If you keep mixing, it goes to medium trace. If you keep mixing above that, it goes to hard trace. We want around medium trace. And by the way, we keep mixing it to ensure that all the sodium hydroxide has been reacted, right? So that's how you can turn it into soap. If you still see it not homogeneous, meaning there's still some like trace water or sodium hydroxide left, you have to keep mixing so that it's all thoroughly mixed.
One eternity later.
All right, so we hired a new assistant here to help us out because I'm getting tired. So what we're gonna do now is, since this is starting to harden, we're gonna put it into molds, right? And to make it extra spicy, we got some Sense lemongrass. Ooh, that looks good, right? You're coming from work, you take the soap that has honey in it. Great, you know. We have rose petals too. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put these into these mixing bowls and put our flavorings in them, so we can mix them and get like different scents, right? Okay, so put this stuff in, squeeze it out. You worked hard on this. Okay. All right, smelling amazing. All right, smelling amazing. Each one of the fragrances we're gonna put in a different mold, and let's do it. So we're just gonna drop it in, right, and let it sit there. Our soap, since we're using the cold process, it's not gonna be ready by today. Probably gonna take a week. Probably by the time it hardens, the semester will be over and we'll be all transferred. But that's okay. No worries. No, I'm kidding. This is gonna take probably like 2-3 days, right, for it to harden. Stay safe. Wear a freaking mask. All right. Good job. Go study. Okay. Cool. Bye. Bye. Oh yeah,
To
bye.
give our thanks to the students of Central City Value High School for being here today, their teacher, Ms. Erin Craven, our professor, Dr. Meyer-Joiner, and to the Moseni family for hosting us for our demonstration. Thank you all to contributing to this project.
And it's poison, and you should definitely not eat it. But it is still safe if you follow procedure. Wow. Yeah, it's childproof. That's why I cannot open.
80,000 impressions later.
Consistency here. Nope, still working. Magic, right? We got the sodium. Can somebody open this? Now that you guys we've made the soap, right? We're gonna let it rest for like 2 to 3 days, and after that, you'll get these nice things that are not bought at the store at all.